Hello, this is SJ Talks from Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. Um, I've been on this YouTuber right now, Lady Boulay. She was talking about this YouTubers by the name of Fresh and Fit. I think I might have done something about them before, Fresh and Fit. Apparently, Fresh and this this YouTube, these two YouTube guys, Fresh and Fit, got demonetized. They got demonetized. And she was saying that I didn't watch a lot of their content, just here and there, but it appeared to me with what little bit I seen or what little bit I heard of them, it appeared that they came across as bashing black women. You know, they're red pill, and they came across as kind of like bashing black women. I didn't like. Um, that's how the impression that I had of them. She's saying that they turned the corner, that I guess they're immigrants and they're not from the United States. Um, but she was saying that they turned the corner and they started bashing black men, American black men. Now, that's something that I didn't know because I really didn't watch these guys on a regular basis. Um, I did like I. It just seems like they bash black women and put down black women a lot. So I try to stay away from that. I don't really watch a lot of that kind of content anymore because it's to protect my peace and protect my spirit. I don't really watch a lot of that crap anymore. Um, but they turned, according to Lady Boulay, they turned the corner and they went from bashing black women to bashing black men. Now I noticed that earlier on in these guys' YouTube career, I noticed that a lot of black men were rooting these guys on. They were rooting these guys on. They were in full support of these guys because they were bashing black women. And that's the point that she's making. Because they were bashing black women. I did notice that on other black men's channels here on YouTube, they were in full support of these guys. As long as they were talking about black women, they didn't have a problem with it. But as soon as they started coming for black men, I guess black men have something to do with them being shut down. Well, they got demonetized because I guess apparently they started coming for black men. And when they started coming for black men, that was a problem. But when they were talking about black women, they was in full support. They was rooting these guys on in full support and everything. But then when they started coming for black men, they started having a problem. And I noticed a lot on here with you get black men that hold black men accountable. I don't know if they were bashing black men or they were holding black men accountable. I don't know because I wasn't watching a lot of their content. But there's other black male YouTubers on here that, like Angry Biracial, he holds black men accountable for what a certain demographic of black men is doing in the black community and what they're doing to black women and children. And he basically holds black men accountable because we all get judged as a whole. And the black men hate him. They hate him. But I think Angry Biracial used to bash black women, I think. And black men didn't have a problem with it. See, and that's what a lot of it, and he turned the corner when there's people that are holding black men accountable or talking about the things that black men do, certain black men do, black men have a problem with it. and they want to shut you down. They get mad and they want to shut you down. But mighty funny, they don't never have a problem with black women being bashed on this platform. When these guys were bashing black women, they didn't have a problem with it. Matter of fact, they were rooting for these guys. But when soon as they started saying something about the brothers, they had a problem with it. And it doesn't matter if you're telling the truth about certain things, because the black femicide rate is on high. Statistically, there's more black men that are contributing to these rates. And a lot of the cases are domestic violence situations. I just looked at something on the other day. I looked at a video here on YouTube the other day where this man unalived his wife. And she was loved. She was loved by white and black people. She was very, very loved. And he unalived his wife, and it made it look like an accident. It made it look like a robbery. But thank God they caught on to him. So the black femicide rate is on 10. And statistically it's the black men, it's more black men that are doing it than any other race of men. And they're unaliving black women, abusing black women, and unaliving black children. So I don't understand why people would have a problem with anybody talking about that. But anything that you're talking about on YouTube that pertains to black men, even if it's the truth, it could be it could be the truth about a certain demographic of black men. I'm not talking about all black men, but a certain demographic. Then they have a problem with you. Like whenever I talk about certain things on my channel about black men, you guys know I don't bash. I don't bash, but I'm going to speak the truth. I have certain black men coming on my channel and bashing me or whatever because they think I'm bashing black men. So I'm not supposed to never say nothing about black men. I can say stuff about black women all day long, but I'm never supposed to address any issues in a black community concerning black men. What's wrong with that picture? I'm never supposed to mention, I can talk about black women's issues all day long, but I'm never supposed to mention any issues that black men have. That's not realistic, and it's not, no, and it's not going to benefit anybody, and it's not going to do anybody any good. And it's not going to do my people any good for me to do that. And it's not going to do my sisters any good for me to do that. Because I'm going to talk about the black femicide because it's a major issue. It's getting to the point to where the feds need to start intervening because too many black women and now black children are losing their lives. It's time for this country to start caring more about black women and what happens to us. Because our lives matter too. Notice I said our lives matter too. All women's lives are important. All women's lives matter. Our lives matter too. It's not everybody else except us. It's every woman, other woman, including us. All women's lives are important. And black women's lives matter too. Bottom line. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about what a certain demographic of black men is doing. And does that mean I'm talking about all of them? No. But then I have black men coming on my channel when I do those videos, and they accuse me of bashing. Why? Because am I bashing or am I telling the truth? Because I don't bash people on my channel. I don't bash if I bashed black men on my platform, I'd be making a whole lot of money. I'd make a whole lot of money. But I'm going to speak the truth, and I'm not going to sugarcoat or sweep nothing under the rug. I'm going to tell it like it is. But black men they don't want to take accountability. You could talk about black women all day long. Because I've done black videos addressing black women, and I don't know how many hits on those videos. And they like, you telling the truth. Mm-hmm. Don't let me talk about single mothers. Do something pertaining to black single mothers. Oh Lord. I get brothers in my comment section. That's why I don't date single mothers. Because of this and that and yada yada yada. Just because I'm doing a video talking about single moms doesn't mean that you have to come in my comment section and bash single moms. Because I don't play that. I was a single mom. Still am. Will always be. And that don't fly with me. I'm gonna do a video about that it's coming up. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but it's coming up. But it's like any video, any content on here where black men are being held accountable and certain things are talked about that's going on in the black community because of a certain demographic of black men. Black men do not want to hear it. But you could talk about black women all day long and they'll be 100% okay with it. And they'll even root you on. They'll even root you on for whatever it is pertaining to black women. They'll even root you on. They love it. They love it when you talk about black women, they love it. But let you talk about them. It could be the God's honest truth. They don't want to hear it. So when these guys was talking about black women, they was rooting them on and everything, and it was all right. But as soon as they turned the corner and started talking about black men, that's when they had a problem, and they wanted to shut these guys down. That's what they do with Angry Biracial. They are constantly trying to shut him down. They don't want to hear the truth about. They don't want people showing a mirror, holding a mirror up to them. But they don't have a problem with, and that's the issue. That's a problem. That's part of the problem in our community. No one wants to hold our black men, accountable. That's part of the problem in our community. They want to dump everything on the black women, but don't want to hold the men accountable for anything. And that's a huge problem in our community. But hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think about these guys being demonetized and how black men contributed to these guys being monetized because they started going in on black men. Let me know what your thoughts are on that and hit that subscribe, like, and that notification bell. And until the next video, you guys be blessed.